Hey there, folks! Welcome back to our channel where we take everything you adore and give it a hilarious twist. Today, we're delving into the world of assassins, dogs, and revenge. Buckle up, because I'm about to explain the legendary movie franchise, John Wick. But really badly. In the world of John Wick, things start off on a pretty somber note. You've got Mr. Breathtaking himself, everybody's favorite internet boyfriend as John Wick. He's like a super sad dude who just lost his wife, and all he wants to do is chill, maybe pet some dogs, right? John Wick is not your typical action hero. He's not out to save the world or fulfill some grand destiny. No, his story is a bit more personal. It's about a man who's been through the ringer, a man who's seen more than his fair share of darkness. You see, John is retired, and he's been yearning for a quiet, peaceful life with his wife. But just when he thought he could hang up his guns and live the suburban dream, tragedy strikes. His beloved wife passes away, leaving John in a state of profound grief. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, so it's a sad story about a widower trying to cope with his loss. Well, you're partly right. As if the sad memes were not enough, we are forced to watch Mr. Breathtaking being sad at this wife's funeral. Marcus, the friendly neighborhood guy, checks up on his bestie, who is still sad. John returns back home to his other old friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
John's wife, in a final act of love, arranges for a puppy to be delivered to his doorstep shortly after her death. It's a small, furry beacon of hope in his otherwise gloomy world. And let me tell you, John Wick falls in love with this little pup like it's the second coming of man's best friend. And man, do I get it. Puppies are the best. If you disagree, may you forever burn in a puppy less hell. And John agrees he's not just a dog lover. He's a dog worshiper. The bond between John and this puppy is something you'd find in a Disney movie. It's heartwarming, endearing, and utterly charming, and in no way foreshadows some tragedy about to come. Nope, definitely no foreshadowing here. Now picture this. A group of gangsters, probably just bored out of their minds, see John at the gas station and wants to buy his beautiful car. And he, like every sane person in the planet, refuses.
Denied.
Instead of doing the healthy thing, these dickwads decide to break into his house, proceed to beat a depressed middle-aged man up, steal John Wick's car, and if that's not enough, they decide to kill his dog. I mean, who does that? So, here we have a man who's already on the brink of emotional collapse, now subjected to the most horrific canine-related trauma imaginable. It's a low blow of epic proportions.
In bird culture, this is considered a dick move.
John finds out the main dickwad is the son of his old boss Vigo, and Vigo learns that his dickless son stole John Wick's car. Vigo monologues to his idiot son about who John Wick was, and the little Greyjoy begins to understand how deep of a pile he is in. Now, most people in this situation might call the police, file an insurance claim, or post a rant on social media. But not John Wick. Nope, he chooses a different path. Instead of dialing 911, he reloads his arsenal and embarks on a mission that can only be described as a
Killing spree.
I mean, it's not just any killing spree, it's a masterclass in lethality. John Wick takes down baddies left and right with such precision that it's like he's been training for this his whole life. Which he kind of was. You see, John isn't your average guy. He's a legendary assassin, a walking, talking, ass-kicking machine. While most people are practicing their golf swings or attending office meetings, John was honing his skills in the world's deadliest arts. He's the kind of guy who can turn a pencil into a lethal weapon without breaking a sweat. And when it comes to firearms, well, he's like a symphony conductor, orchestrating chaos with every shot. This isn't your run-of-the-mill revenge tale, no sir. John Wick's fury is like a force of nature, and his vengeance knows no bounds. With each calculated move, he transforms from a grieving widower into a relentless, unstoppable force of nature, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. It's as if he's channeling every action movie hero from the 80s and 90s, but on steroids. The bad guys, the henchmen, anyone standing in his way, they're all just dominoes waiting to fall. You almost start feeling sorry for them until you remember they killed his dog. The justice John serves may be brutal, but it's oh so satisfying to watch.
Fatality.
What's more, his combat style is like a deadly dance. It's as if he's memorized the choreography of death itself. John Wick doesn't just kill. He makes it an art form, and every fight scene is a beautifully orchestrated ballet of bullets and fists. So, when he takes down a room full of goons, you're not just watching a man fight. You're witnessing a virtuoso performance of violence. Yeah, he's like Rambo, but with a more luscious head of hair. If action heroes were a rock band, John Wick would be the lead guitarist, shredding through the bad guys with all the finesse of a virtuoso on stage. The man makes killing look good, and that's no small feat. As John Wick goes on his vengeful odyssey, the plot meanders along like an afterthought. It's just an excuse for him to shoot even more people and showcase his mind-boggling skills. And honestly, who cares about plot intricacies when you can watch John Wick dispatch bad guys with jaw-dropping finesse? Plus, it was mighty satisfying to watch the chuckle fucks getting what they deserved.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
In what is coming to be associated as the signature John Wick fashion, John unalives the three idiots, a bunch of henchmen, and his former boss in a spectacular manner. That makes us want to say,
"You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking."
but wait, there's more. In this peculiar world, there's a hotel. Not just any hotel, mind you, but one where assassins gather, sip fancy drinks, and exchange pleasantries. And oh, there are rules. Very strict rules like, don't kill people in the hotel. But John Wick, being the renegade he is, doesn't have time for rules. He violates them with a nonchalant swagger because, well, he's John Wick. Well, more on that later. So, there you have it. John Wick is essentially a 2-hour adrenaline-fueled action spectacle, masquerading as a movie with a plot. It's all about a man, his dog, his stolen car, and his insatiable thirst for vengeance. It's a roller coaster ride of violence, mayhem, and more violence, with a dash of absurdity thrown in for good measure. But hey, who needs a deep story when you can have a non-stop shooting extravaganza led by the one and only John Wick? Thanks for joining me on this joyride. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more humorous takes on your favorite movies. Until next time.